Hi everybody, I am from DG Media, and in our last tutorial we have seen that how to install SQL Server and SQL Management Studio. Now if you have installed SQL Management Studio properly, you can walk through with SQL queries. So SQL queries, there are different type of SQL queries like data definition languages, data manipulation languages, and there are some queries to create a new database in SQL Management Studio. There are two ways to create a new database in SQL Management Studio. And the first one is to create a database using SQL query. So the SQL query to create a database is the create database, and both here create and database are keyword, and after specifying these keyword in upper cases, you have to mention your database name. Your database name can be written both in upper and lower case. So I am going to create my first database. So to create my first database, I will use this query and we'll go into my SQL Management Studio. Here my SQL Management Studio window is open, and I will click on databases, and after clicking on databases, here you can see a new query window. You can open new query window by simply pressing Ctrl plus N from your keyboard. So here a query window will be open. Once the query window is open, I will use this command. So I will give my database a unique name. So I will use. So after using this query, I will press F5 from my keyboard, or you can see a execute button below the new query. So simply click on this one, and your after executing your query, your database will be created in your databases list. So here at the left sidebar, left panel, you will see a plus icon near databases. So click on this plus icon, and it will expand it all created databases under the databases section. So here you will see a new database that I have created just now, and if you don't see your database after creating, from here you can simply press F5 from your keyboard, or here you will see a icon that is used for refreshing. So refresh from here and your database will be seen here. Another way to create database is the manual way, and you can by using drop down menus you can create a new database. So in this particular way you will again click on databases and right click from your mouse and click on new database. So when you will click on new database, here it will ask you for new database name and will ask you for owner. So when I have opened SQL Server Management Studio, I have set permission to Windows authentication mode, but if you want to use custom username and password for each of your database, you can do that from your initial window. So after doing providing your database name here, you have to select rows and log file database files. So simply click on this one and click on OK, and your database will be created. You have to provide here a name, DM, and click on OK. Your database will be created. I will click again on this one and give it a unique name and will click on OK. It will create database. So here you can see that another database is created by using drop down menu in SQL Server Management Studio. Now to use this particular database, you have to use, as you can see that there are a different number of databases. So in this query window you have to specify which particular database you want to use for further steps, like you want to create table. So if you will not use this particular database, it will store your tables in built-in databases like master, model, msdb and tempdb. So I have to specify which particular database I want to use. So to do this, I want to use this one, digimedia. So I will use keyword use Digimedia. From here, you will see a drop-down menu, drop-down list where all of your databases list will be shown, and you can select any one of these. I will select this one, Digimedia, and press enter from my keyboard, and will place here semicolon at the end of my statement. So now when I will click on execute option, so this particular database will be in use. So in this particular video, we have seen how to create database using SQL query as well as drop down menu in SQL Management Studio, and how to use your database. Also, here is a command that shows all of your created databases. Also, you can and drop database. To drop any database in SQL Management Studio, you have to go through with this particular syntax. In this particular syntax, you can see that there are two keywords, drop database, and here is a condition, if exist. So in this syntax, you specify the name of database that you want to drop after the drop database keyword. If you want to drop multiple databases using a single statement, you can use a comma separated list of databases name after the drop database class. So here you can see that it use drop database keyword, and it put the statement if exist. So first it will check if database exists, then it will delete it before throwing any exception in case there no database was exist and you want to delete that database. So here it will give first database name, second database name, third database name if you want to delete multiple databases at the same time. But if you want to delete single database, then you will specify your database name. So this particular command will be used for this purpose. You have to copy this one and remove the earlier used command and put your database name here. So I want to use sggs database, and will execute this window. So here after refreshing, you will see that this particular database have been deleted from the databases list. For the time being it's showing, but when you will refresh your databases, it will never again will be shown here. So in our next video, we will go through with table creation, insertion into table, and selecting data from databases. Stay connected for next upcoming videos. Thank you.